All barricades erected. Area locked down.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mac here, and today what I have for you is a gameplay using a Type 95. And this gameplay was originally 11.5 minutes long, but I shortened it down to 3.5, mainly because it was just too long. Now, I just wanted to go over a quick subject right here. The subject is the third perk, Marksman. Now, Marksman is a brilliant perk because I've recently been using it a lot, because like when you first prestige or start the game, you know, you don't really have a solid third perk to use. Because you basically have a choice between Marksman, Stalker, and then you later on unlock Sitrep. Now, the higher up ones are Steady Aim and Dead Silence. Now, Dead Silence seems like the perk that I would be using, like if that was the first perk you unlock, but you unlock that around level 40, so I just threw on Marksman. Now, I didn't realise how good Marksman was, so I'll just go over it if you actually don't know what it is. Now, basically what it does is when you're zoomed in with your gun, if there's an enemy on your screen, it comes up with their name above their head. Now, I didn't realise how effective this was until I started using it a lot more. Now, basically, when you start to use it, you know, it really notifies you on where the enemies are. Because, you know, it's just as good as like an advanced UAV when you're zoomed in. Because, you know, it notifies you where the enemies are in your area. And it pinpoints where they are, because if you're behind cover and you don't have a clear view, when you're using Marksman, their head's tracking them, so you actually know precisely where they are. Now, the pro perk of Marksman just means that you can hold your breath longer. Now, this is good for snipers, but honestly, I don't think I'll be using this because I don't normally hard scope with sniper, because quick scoping is really easy. So Marksman Pro doesn't really do anything if you're using a machine gun, but Marksman itself, even if you're sniping or using a Type 95, either way is still incredibly effective. Now, this later on perks are Steady Aim and Dead Silence. Now, these are two good perks. Steady Aim not so much, you know, you might use it if you're trying to get some challenges or something like that. But Dead Silence, now that is a really good perk because on Modern Warfare 3, you can actually sound whore incredibly well. Now, Dead Silence, it basically cancels it out, your footsteps are very quiet. Now, I might say this, Sitrep, as you may know, it makes footsteps louder. Now, it doesn't make Dead Silence footsteps louder, so they don't cancel each other out. And also what Dead Silence Pro does, it means it has no falling damage like Commando Pro of Modern Warfare 2. Now, both of these perks are very effective, i.e. Marksman and Dead Silence, but the reason that you would use Marksman first is because you unlock Dead Silence around level 40, level 50, which is very late on. It might be even later than that, I'm not sure, but it's very late on, so if you are to use the third perk, when you've just prestiged or started a game, I recommend using Marksman because it is an incredibly effective perk 3, and it can get you a lot of kills, and it just notifies you where the enemies are at that exact point. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this gameplay commentary. It was a really short gameplay, but I was just going over a few perks. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. See you, Matt. See you guys later.